my son, for my cousins to come up and tell their fucking stories as to the way they. I gotta clean my damn eyes up. I had to clean my eyes. I'm looking so ugly on here. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to go live because I've waited so fucking long for my cousins to tell their fucking story. When I say I've waited so fucking long for my cousins to come up and tell their fucking stories as to the way that they were treated, because of the way that they were treated when they were kids. Man, I'm so happy that my cousin went live. Let me tell y'all, me as a kid, being at my auntie house / grandma house or whatever, to see my cousins and it said so much stuff. I'm pretty sure they done called and said some shit like, hey, I done been touched XYZ. And it's like when you tell one adult, it go in one ear, not the other. And then next thing you know, that shit happened way worse than what it is. I'm putting all this shit out here. My cousin Moni, she got, I don't even know if she got 2 or 3 kids, but every last one of her kids is by TJ. Yes. What else? I was told that the last 2 kids that my cousin Trish got was by her brother. It's like, I feel like Fox 2 need to be a part of this shit. I feel like they need to get this Me Too Act. I feel like all 10 plus of us need to come out and tell tell their fucking story. I feel like Fox 2 need to be a part of this shit. I feel like they need to get this Me Too Act. I feel like all 10 plus of us need to come out and tell tell their fucking story. I feel like everybody should get us trying to brush that shit up on the rug like it never happened. That shit not gonna work. Because if y'all pay attention, every fucking year around this time, somebody is feeling some type of way. Somebody is coming out and they saying something, or they try to say something, and it's brushed up under the fucking rug. A couple years ago, Monica and Mercedes tried to say something as far as my dad, you know what I'm saying, touching them or whatever, and that's as far as it went. Why the fuck y'all didn't take it further? Look, let me tell y'all. Me and Sakina had a long ass conversation. We waiting on all y'all. Everybody got a story. Everybody. I want everybody to come out and say their fucking part. I think we all need to get together and have a meeting, and we need to express what happened. And I feel like anybody that wasn't affected, or anybody that nothing ever happened to them, I feel like y'all shouldn't even be a part. You shouldn't even be a part of the fucking meeting or whatever. But a lot of us is traumatized, and I'm gonna say this to say that. I'm gonna say this to say this. I don't give a fuck about how nobody feel. I don't give a fuck who it affects. We done been affected since this shit the fucking happened. It's time to say something about it. If a bitch gotta go to jail, I don't give a fuck. Shit needs to be said. Shit needs to be done. And that's it, so people can move on. So people can open up and move on with their motherfucking lives. I went to my auntie, my daddy's sister. I went to her during the summertime before my granny had her. Before they had the little thing with for my granny, and I explained to her because she said that she couldn't understand why none of her nieces liked her or why none of her nieces cared for her. And I explained to her that every last one of her sons, as far as TJ, Gary, and Michael, has done something to her nieces, and they cannot forgive you until they talk about it. So she said she don't understand what happened. Then she said none of that stuff has happened. It's all false. It's all lies. And she also explained that once they was ready to sit down and tell their story, she'll sit down and talk. But as I'm talking to my other cousins, they like, oh, that shit is a lie. So it's a lot of he says, she says, or whatever. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Every fucking thing that Monica is putting out here, please believe her. Because all that shit is true. Please believe Monica. When everything that her whole story, all that shit that she put up there, that shit is fucking true. I sat there and I witnessed that shit. And I just don't understand what took y'all so long. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I love y'all. Monica, Trish, Mercedes, all Mia daughters. I don't know if something happened to y'all, but y'all live there, so I'm pretty sure something probably did happen. Mia kids, Sakina, Dejanay, girls that just came by, probably spent the night, a couple of nights. I'm pretty sure probably something happened, or if they didn't, if something happened, I feel like everybody need to get together and tell their fucking story. Tell that shit to Fox 2, Channel 7, Me Too X, something. This shit needs to get out. Everybody, I just want everybody to be at peace with themselves, and we need justice. Some motherfuckers need to go to jail. Some motherfuckers don't. It's a double door. As you go through these doors, it's a room on this side, it's a room on this side, and it's a bathroom. It got to the point where they had to separate the boys from the girls. So the boys slept on this side, and the girls slept on this side. We had to sleep with each other. We had to huddle up. We had to sleep with each other because we were so afraid. We were so scared that one of them was going to come in and try to rape us, molest us, or touch any of us. Like that, when I say that shit is bold, that shit is sad, that shit is, man, I can go on and on. I can go on and on as to what happened and what the fuck we went through. But I just feel like all my female cousins need to get together and air that shit out. That shit was bold to know that I'm going home to my happy house and y'all sitting here, y'all in hell. Y'all in hell, and it was nothing nobody can do. It was something that somebody could have did about it, but we was too fucking scared. It was something somebody definitely could have did about it, but we was so fucking scared. That shit is filed for years. Yeah. Yes. Yes. See? Dejanay. Let me tell you. I don't know what night. Let me tell you. It was one particular night. It was me, it was you, it was Trish, and it was somebody else. We was in that back room on this side of the fucking house. We was in there minding our own motherfucking business. Gary, TJ, and Michael came in there. And they was coming in there. They said something about, oh yeah, let's play house or whatever. But they was like, Dejanay and Trish. They was saying like we was the kids and shit. So by this time, it's time to go to bed or whatever. As I'm laying down and I'm closing my motherfucking eyes, I'm seeing Michael and Gary, they kissing on motherfucking Dejanay and fucking Trish. Then I'm seeing them feel on them, so I'm like, what the fuck? What type of playing house is this? What type of playing house is this? This ain't no fucking playing house. I I went the fuck home and I fucking told. So that shit is bold. I done seen them kissing on y'all, touching on y'all, and man, bro, this shit is sad. When I heard Monica, when I heard that you got pregnant by Tony, and I think they said something about you had an abortion, then I was told that you might have had another one, and I don't know if you miscarried, you had an abortion, I don't know. That shit was sick. How the fuck are you supposed to be my guardian? You supposed to be my mama, but your husband raping me. Not only are you raping me, I done had a whole motherfucking baby by this motherfucking nigga. I never got a chance to have the baby, but I done got pregnant by you. Make that make sense. How you supposed to be my protector? You supposed to be my motherfucking mama. And your sons, these supposed to be my brothers, my protectors. And they raping me. They raping me and my sisters and we having kids. Oh, and then not only this, because we leaving out Raymond. Y'all can't leave Raymond out. Your motherfucking brother. What? This. Wow. I got in trouble for telling Gary to kiss my ass, cause wait, it didn't went away. Wow. Carrie, your mama did a good at you better be motherfucking happy and thankful that your mama took you away and never allowed you to come over there, because she probably knew what the fuck was going on. But man, that just fucked me up. How the fuck are y'all supposed to be my brothers, my protectors, and y'all raping me and having kids? Let's not forget about Raymond. They beat Raymond. Is that his name? I said it right? Ramon, whatever Trish, your brother name is. When I say they beat his ass every fucking day, they beat his ass. They tortured this boy. They made him cry. If they wasn't touching and raping and feeling on their motherfucking sisters, they was beating Raymond ass, fucking him over. Like that shit. That shit, Laron, that's what it is, Laron. They did him so motherfucking bold. They beat the fuck out of him. They might have even touched his ass too. I'm just gonna put that out there. That shit is bold under so many motherfucking levels. I'm not deleting this shit, and I'm gonna say this one more motherfucking time. I don't give a fuck about how nobody feel. I don't give a fuck about what nobody got to fucking say. This shit is the truth. Everything that my motherfucking cousin Monica is saying, that shit is motherfucking true. I sat there and watched her be motherfucking Cinderella her whole motherfucking childhood. Her and her sisters be motherfucking Cinderella. I watched that shit. That shit bold as hell. I don't give a fuck about what nobody got to say. I'm speaking out, and however far y'all want to go, I'm with this shit. I'm with y'all ass, because that shit bold as hell. That shit bold. See that shit sad. Oh, see, I was told that you had got pregnant by him, and you had to get an abortion. That shit is foul. That shit is foul. That shit is foul. And it's fucked up, because you would sit there and you be like, damn, this shit sound like some shit in the motherfucking movie, and this shit is real life fucking happening. This shit real life fucking happening, and this shit is happening every fucking day as we speak. This shit is probably happening. Some charges needs to be pressed. Some motherfuckers need to go to jail. And as far as all my cousins, I swear to God, I love y'all with all my heart. When I left, when I was about 13, 14, that was the reason why I stopped coming around. I don't know if y'all thought I stopped coming around because I grew up and grew the fuck out. No, them niggas is nasty as hell and they tried me too. So I told my motherfucking mama and my mama told me that was the fuck it. I sat in the bed and this is when Granny was around. And when I told that shit and then also around the time when that shit happened with Dejanay. My mama sat me in the bed with my grandma now because she came over to come get me. And she sat there and she asked me, she said, has anybody tried to touch you? And I told her no. She said, did I see anything? At the time, I'm like, no, because I'm scared as fuck. I don't know what's going to happen. But after I sat there and we had that whole little conversation, my mom my mama never allowed me to go back over there. Yeah, it's other kids in the house. And this shit still happening to this day. Oh my God, Monica. I'm about to add, who is this? Okay, I'm about to add you. Yeah, we do, Puka. We all need to speak up. It's over 10 of us. Let me add you. She's about picky figure. Who though? Is we talking about TJ bitch ass? They say it's adding you.
Oh my God,
Hey, beautiful.
yeah, I'm on there.
Hey, beautiful.
What's going on, man?
Girl, all this shit needs to look. Me and Sakina had already had this conversation. I want to say last year or the year before last. I feel like we all should get together because we all have something to say. I feel like we all should get together and say our fucking part. And I feel like only people that need to be invited is the people that something happened to them. And I feel like this shit need to go further than what it is. Some niggas need to be put in jail. Some shit need to be pressed. I don't know.
Yeah.
When I say this shit is deep, because Damien called me like, what happened? What's going on? I'm like, Damien, this shit is deeper than what you thought. This shit been going on for years. And it's like us being kids, you scared as fuck. It's like you don't want to say nothing. When you say something, either shit not gonna happen or you gonna get in trouble about it. And then it was so fucked up us being kids. The girls, we had to either sleep with each other or try to make sure each other was safe so when nothing happened to each other.
And that was a boy, it was a boy. Forget not saying nothing, like saying nothing didn't help either. Because I said something like a couple times.
It got worse.
It got worse.
It got worse.
When I started to say something, that's when like the abuse started coming in. Because at first it was just like regular, like, you know, fucking with me. But when I started to tell and it started to come out that I was telling, that's when I started getting like the knives. That's when I had to start getting took out the house. Like I had to go. Like I couldn't be messed with no more in the house. I had to get took out the house. I got took to a bando one time. I got put on a bike and took to an abando.
Wow.
Yes. That shit ain't no joke. It ain't no joke, y'all. It's not no joke.
Exactly, and that's what the fuck I'm saying. When I say, and I don't even know if you remember this because you were so fucking little. I was just telling the story. I remember me coming over there and they all like, well, we about to play house. And they made sure.
I remember that.
They made sure that you and motherfucking Trish was the motherfucking mama. And my dumb ass, I'm getting mad like, why the fuck they gotta be the motherfucking mama? But when we laid the fuck down and I seen Michael kissing on you and I seen Gary kissing on Trish, and I was like, I don't think we supposed to be doing that. I don't know if this supposed to be.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It got real deep. Like it was, man.
When I told my motherfucking mama what the fuck TJ did, I'm sitting up there, I'm watching your daddy, my daddy, and I'm watching Booney. They outside. Somebody had bought a Monte Carlo. And they was all outside. They was checking it out.
Monte Carlo, ma?
Somebody had a Monte Carlo. And they was outside checking that bitch out. And TJ walked up behind me. The same story what Monica said. TJ walked up behind me and he proceeds to shut the door. He like, what is you doing? I'm like, shit, I'm watching my daddy, Uncle Tootie's them out there. They looking at the car. Yeah. So he started walking up on me. I forget exactly what the fuck he said, but I'm backing up. This is around the time when you walk into the house. They had that big ass TV. They had the TV on the wall, of the walls where the windows and shit was. Then it was a couch right here. It was a chair, and then it was a table in the middle. No, that bitch chased me around the fucking table. I told him, I said, if you think you about to put your hands on me, I'm gonna scream so fucking loud that my daddy to come in. But to know that my motherfucking daddy was a part of this shit, that's even sicker. Like that shit hurt my motherfucking heart, because it's been so many times where my cousins have tried to come out and say something, and I'm up here defending my motherfucking daddy. What am I defending you for? When you was a part of the shit. And then it hurts my heart because I sat there and had a genuine conversation with him, and I'm asking him, I'm like, yeah, I done got into it with Monica and them, you know what I'm saying? They up there talking about you done touched him, and he all like, I swear to God, I ain't touched him. He even cried to me. So to know that my motherfucking daddy was one of the fucking ringleaders, like that shit hurt. Yeah. That shit hurt. And you deserve to go down right with that ass. And Jack, I wish he was here so his ass would go down to know that you was touching somebody too. And God rest Miss Foul's soul. But I'm pretty sure she knew what the fuck was going on too, because you're not about to sit here and tell me that you sleeping in this motherfucking house. It's 1,000 of y'all in one motherfucking house, and you mean to tell me you ain't walked past and you didn't see nobody touching somebody? You mean to tell me your motherfucking grandkids ain't came to you and told you that somebody is touching them and spilling on them? Yeah. Motherfucking Trish told me one day when I forget what baby she said she was pregnant with, but she said that Booney came across some motherfucking money, was around income tax time, and he called her down the street. They was living on South, and she was like, he had called her, was like, well, I missed the kids' Christmas, but I got some money for you. Come on down the street and get it. Right. She said by the time she go down the street to go get the motherfucking money, he tell her, in order to get this money, you gonna have to show me something. So she said, what? So he said, I said, in order for you to get this motherfucking money, you gonna have to show me something. Booney was trying to fuck on her. Oh my God. So Trish said she goes back down the street and she tell Granny what the fuck happened, because Trish tried to fight Booney. They was outside trying to fight. Nobody understand as to why Booney and Trish was out there fighting. All they know is they knew Trish was out there on bullshit, so they taking Booney's side. But whole time he trying to fuck on her. So she said she go tell Granny what the fuck happened to her. And she said Granny gave her the nastiest look you can ever give somebody. Oh my God. And didn't say nothing else about it. So she said from that day on, but I'm like, even I love my cousin with all my heart, but I'm like, they done fucked her up completely. Yeah. They fucked her up and fucked her over so fucking completely. Like that shit is bold. It's bold. It's bold. I used to try to do little shit. To give. But I'm thinking like far as adult wise, don't nobody know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a kid, so I'm thinking far as the adults, they don't know what's going on. But now I'm being older and got older and was like, oh, they knew what was going on. That's why my little hints, the shit I would say, the things I. Dang, what happened? What happened? To me, this really starts with Nate. Damn that shit. Damn. I'm about to request you again, eh? I'm reading these comments though. It do start with TJ made me kiss him, but for his reason. Wow. Wow. Ain't nobody fucking lying. Ain't nobody fucking lying. That shit is fucked up for your daddies to want to fuck on you. That shit is foul for. Yeah, it's bad connection. I gotta how could you request my? Where she go? Nate, where you at? I don't know what happened. Nate, when you come back, just request me. Yes, that. Oh, her phone died. Okay, her phone died. I'm waiting for you to come back, but that shit is foul. That shit for your daddy to call you and tell you, "Hey, I got some money for you," and in order for you to get this money, you gotta let me fuck. Do you know how hurtful that is? Do you know how foul? Do you know how bold that is? He should go to fucking jail. That bitch should burn. That nigga need the death penalty. And you're right. Y'all right. That's it started with Nay. It started with Deja Nay. For sure, for sure. Who is this? I don't know who that is. Who is Sharita, y'all? I don't know who Sharita. Oh, Sakina, you just she just requested me. I'm gonna have to wait. Um yeah, I'm gonna have to request her in a minute, but I can't say it. I mean, I can't if I request. I mean, if I set her friend request, I'm gonna have to get off live. But that shit, bro, bro, I don't even know what the fuck to say. That shit. All I keep saying is, all I, man,